Hello, 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 all my machine heads, and welcome back to episode 9, I do believe, or is it 8? I can't remember. Episode 8, everyone, on the St Kalle realistic series with me and my brother, the Two Brothers Farming series. Welcome in, everybody, and I hope you're all doing well. We've got a lot of things going on today, and we've got some surprises to show you. So without further ado, I'm going to set it off to my brother Gutterball, and he's going to Gutterball, and he's going to set you up with what we got. I'm going to follow behind him so he can show you what we got going on. And go ahead, Gutterball, you're all set.
All right, welcome everyone to the farm. I hope you enjoy this episode. If you take a look at our money, you can see we're broke again, and this is why. I'm excited to show this.
We got our running shoes on.
Right. We got us a big cow barn. Big one. And takes a little time.
Yeah. We already got our...
Now this one holds 230 cows. We've got, what, 50 in here right now?
Yep.
Which I have to feed yet. Hey, if you check this out, this is cool. All these doors open and close. We haven't figured out. We're hoping that when you close these, it'll keep them in the barn, but we haven't figured that out yet.
We're going to try anyways when they come in at night. I'm hoping we'll try it one of these millenniums. Now, this is... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. And then get this, we had to end up buying field 12. So now this is going to be our silage field right here, which is what we're going to work on today.
Right. So what we did is we had to take out a massive loan. I think, what do we have, like $300,000 loan now?
Yeah, we're $480,000.
$480,000 loan to buy this piece of property and our cow barn and our cows. So it's been a major
undertaking. I better go get started making the food,
yes,
okay, brother?
And we're at 1:15, so I got to start mowing. Because what we got to do is we got to get some silage bales going, because you guys know how long it takes to make silage. So we are I'm gonna start mowing because he mowed the last time, and this gives us a chance to give one more day to get to the next month of the other field over there, which will be ready. So let me show you on the map real quick what we got going on here. I don't like that view. I like this view. Okay, so we just bought field 12. We put our cow pen in here. And now where our grapes were, which is an unnamed field, we have all of this grass, which is about 6.5 acres. We own the farm. This field here on the other side of 13 will be our hay bales. Is that correct? Yes, right?
Yes.
Okay, hay bale. And then we have sorghum planted there. And then over here on field 5, we have sorghum planted there as well. So... we are excited to get going on some cows. Now, we're going to reverse it. Eventually, where Gutterball is on the farm, we're going to take those cows, bring them over here to merge them. And then our babies, when they're born, are going to fill these two pens. So that'll give us a total of 310 cows on this map. And let's go.
I love the sound of that.
That's a lot of cows, actually. That's a lot of cows for a littler map like this. But like I said, it's little, but it's not really little. You know, I think the smallest field is 1 acre, but they're not super tiny fields like the one map we did.
I think we'll be fine to support them. I mean, the main thing is we just got to make sure we get crops for the chickens. Other than that, I think it'll be able to support it. It's fine.
So I am going to go and get started and mow my first headland right here so we can go right into the farm and get this bad boy started to mow. And then he's going to come, as soon as the animals are fed, he's going to come and start windrowing behind me. And then we can start baling. Oh, you know what? I do that every single time. I forget to put the wires in. No, they're in. We got the PTO.
Yeah, you might need that.
Yeah, just a little bit. I hope it doesn't get dark. It's 1:30. This field's in the complete shade now. That was one thing we were worried about in November, that we were worried about it. But I think I think it should stay. I don't remember in November in my area that it gets dark at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think it gets dark at like 3:34, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm excited. I was looking so forward to this today. It was really nice. Every time I come on here with him, it just gives me a new lease on life. It's just really nice. Ooh, I just mowed the neighbor's yard. So now we've got officially a pretty decent sized field for silage bales, not going to lie. And to the point where I think we might even have to upgrade like to a front mower, which we can't on this tractor. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because this is getting pretty decent size now.
Right. Unless we do that one mower that you were telling me about.
The Rostel Smash?
Yeah.
But that's 9 meters wide, which we could. But it windrows for you. Yeah,
right.
We could do that. And it's only, I think it's only 15 or 16,000. It's not expensive at all. And the advantage that you can take the header with the little lawnmower. You don't need to have a header trailer on it. I was messing around with that on the Oaks today, and it was actually pretty cool.
I got the mod. I haven't used it yet.
Taking out the fence, get it?
Not our brand new fence already.
And if you notice, this cow pen and our fence match. So I was excited to see that. I was like, yeah, baby.
I feel a lot better, too, since we're getting all those silage bales done now.
Yeah.
I was getting real worried about having to run out of silage bales.
Huh. Did you know it lets you mow fields that aren't yours? I just backed onto field 1 there, and it let me mow it.
Oh, cool. We need all we can get right now.
Yep. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We're going to have a lot of silage bales, and that's the good thing.
Well, we get too many, we can always sell them for money, too. We need.
Yep. That's the fun part.
Okay.
Go.
Let us run it from tractor to tractor.
Well, at least you don't have to unhook up, you know.
Right.
It's one thing to jump out and go to another tractor, which I've done a gazillion times in my life. I noticed.
I mean, I like that manual attach and stuff, but
it does get old when you're
not if you got to do this where you hook up on hook.
Yep. It's basically, in my opinion, set up for a series where you're a single player and you've got different tractors for different implements, and you can literally just leave the implement hooked up. But I'm even getting real tired of it myself, to be honest with you.
Right.
Because we all know how it works now. We all know how the realism is supposed to work, and technically you could go behind it and act like you're hooking it up if you wanted to.
Right.
But how many times have I jumped into a tractor and forgot to hook the hoses up?
Exactly.
I mean,
do it too.
I just got done doing it. I didn't have the PTO hooked up. I was like, how come this won't turn on? So, you know, going forward, but I'm going to let everybody know, just a little bit of a heads up, that I will be taking a few days off from my videos. By the time when you watch this one, I will have been off a few days, so don't worry. Everything's good. Gutterball's working on it with me, and we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Nobody's going anywhere.
Right.
That's the biggest thing.
Just needs a little break.
Yep.
Just needs a little break.
Just need a few days where I can just gather my thoughts, and if we weren't a family fun channel, I'd say something, but I'm not going to.
Good catch.
Yeah.
Good catch. That's off camera.
That's it. But I've got some big plans, and with Gutterball's help, we will fix the way that Fury thinks about things, and everything will be fine. Yeah, I would suggest with getting a field. Even, I think when we reach the field size of anything over 5 acres, I think you would need at least a 6-meter equipment.
Right.
And then when you get up to 10 acres, I think you need at least 12. And then when you get to anything above 10 acres, you're going to need a 15-meter. Right. Just because 3 meters, this is actually 4 meters. I started at 1 o'clock, literally. Well, it was about 5 after by the time I got over here. And in almost an hour, I've only got just barely my headlands done.
Well, that's a big field.
And that's
we ain't used to that.
Well, that's the thing is I'm used to it on the other map, but we won't get into that right now. This is our series right now. We need to concentrate on our series. Okay, so now I got enough headlands done. Now I can go back, well, not back and forth, but I mean, technically you can. But I can split this in half and start mowing like right here.
It's going to take me all episode to get these cows mixed. Oh no, we can't do that.
Oh, sure you can.
I took 4 bales at once.
Oh, with the big bag handler? Money. I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Don't need that many.
It's fun. I'm really enjoying this series. We've come a long ways. We've dug ourselves into a hole. We dug ourselves out of a hole. Now we're dug back into a hole.
That's farmer way.
Yeah, that's it.
We're living life.
Living the dream. Remember, too, that we also have the John Deere brush hog mower in here. That's 6 meters wide.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't necessarily
Get my
need
baby out here.
Huh?
Get my baby out here.
Well, that's it, you know. If I sold this, that's only $15,000, I think. If I sold that and I sold this and bought that, you're going to save a little money.
Right. Right. Good, 'cause we got $400,000 loan now.
That's it. It also doesn't help that it takes, what, 3 in-game days to wrap silage or ferment it?
I'm thinking 2 months.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it might be 3 days. Now that you say that.
Because remember, when you're playing, remember in 17 and 19, and you had, well, no, not so much in 19, but in 17 you had days seasons. You had like 3-day seasons, 6-day seasons, and it would take a full transition. So 1-day months would be the same as a 3-day season, in my opinion. It's like the shortest that you can play. So I would assume 3 days is what it's going to take, because after 1 month we're only at 25 or 26%.
Right.
So it might even take 4 days. But definitely before we mow that field over there, I'll trade this one in for the... We'll get the John Deere out here. And that will upgrade that to 6 meters. Which isn't a lot, but that thing mows pretty good. We've mowed a lot of grass with that over our careers.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad that I put this road down here.
I think it's the first set of doors.
I do know it takes bales because I monkeyed around with that off camera.
Oh, hell, we are going to get some straw over here, too, ain't we?
Yeah, take the...
You only put one bale in, didn't you?
Yep, take the 4 bales out of the fertilizer shed.
Oh, that one barn. Okay.
And I still have a bunch up on in the bank barn. I still have a bunch of straw bales up there.
That's right. That's right.
I think the last I counted, I had like 200,000 bales of straw or liters of straw out of the bales. You know, a lot of you guys get frustrated because of bales and stuff, but reality is, stacking wise, you can fit more. You know, you only fits like 50,000 liters in the biggest forage wagon they got. And if you took over 24 loads of even 3,500, that's 240,000. Now, granted, putting them in a silo, actually, you can store more, so, because it's loose. I found out the hard way that when you get to big maps, big farming, not on bales. No, 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 no.
You're right.
No, no, no.
You spend a month over there.
167 bales off one 30-acre field at 180 size, and they were 11,000 things, so I had over 1 million liters of straw. And I sold them for, it was like $91,000 I made off bales alone.
Yeah, you see now, it's like, wow.
Yep. Because they sell for $8,000 for 24 bales on that one. 24 180 bales. So, realistically, if I put straw on all the fields, I could make a living just selling straw.
Right. Well, that's the reason why I decided I'm not doing bales on that map. After watching you do them, like, nope, not doing it.
Well, it's going to be, to be honest with you, I took the straw and stuff out, and when I decide to go back, it's probably going to be a loading wagon, because I'd rather take 50,000 at a time, dump it in a silo, and come back.
Right.
And you can actually get really easy where you put a mower on the front, and you mow it, and you pick it up. Put it in a silage bunker.
Right.
Or
right.
Either a silage bunker or a fermenting silo.
Right.
That's what I should have done, and then you can... I try not to, when I'm doing a super realistic series, I try not to use too many fermenting silos, but they are real. People use them. Who was it? 10th Generation Farmer, actually. YouTuber. He actually uses a fermenting silo. He puts grass into a big silo, and they seal it all up, and it ferments. So they are real.
Yeah, I like that video he put out where he showed theirs and then explained it and everything. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
They have to have a vent on the top, though, to have the gases released, though, or it'll expand will expand the sides of the silo and explode them. So they have to have a vent on the top of it to release the gases, because when grass ferments, it makes a lot of gas. Now, the reason it doesn't do that in silage bales is because the air can go through them. The air can go through them, but it seals them. Like, it's hard to explain, but it can release.
It waterproofs them, but doesn't airproof them.
Correct.
There we go.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Yep. But I think it's going to be a while. No matter what Let's Play I go, it's going to be a while before I go to bales again, because that was insane.
Burnt you out a little bit, huh?
Yeah. And I haven't even started doing silage bales for grass yet, and I was kind of dreading it a little bit, thinking to myself that, you know, when you, like, it took me, it was 167, and each one holds 24, so it was like 6 loads to go over and sell it. And it would, on a 4X map like that, it was taking me literally, like, at 0.5 speed, it was still taking me 20 minutes, which was almost a full hour real time, to go over and sell the bales. I mean, I just think that 4X maps are made more for multiplayer than they are single player.
Right.
And for people who really like big farming, you know, I tend to like these size fields where you can't get them done in 2 minutes, but within a day you can mow this.
What, you just feel like you get something done.
Yes. How many times have you and I got to the end of the day and we're like, holy crap, look what we did today?
Right. Today, because I'm spending all day making feed for the cows.
Yeah.
What my problem is, I'm being slow today.
And these fields are big enough to where you could utilize course play. Absolutely.
Right.
I think any map is good for that. Whew, I'm getting dizzy. What I'm doing is I'm cutting the field down into sections, and then I just keep going around and around and around, and after about 3 passes around, you start to go like, okay, I'm getting dizzy.
I thought that's what you were doing when I took the first mix over there.
Well, I'm almost done.
I was like, there ain't no way. There's no way has he got all of that field done yet.
Almost. I've got the bottom 3/4 of it done already.
Well, heck, I'll just keep horsing around over here. Let you do all the big work today.
There you go. It's not like I'm not used to it on that big map. Holy crap. Like, I'm not going to lie. I liked the map a lot, but it got to the point where even with course play running several different machines and stuff, I still felt like I was like in quicksand.
Right.
You know, let's face it, 19 hours in and I wasn't even through one game day. I was like, like
you said, you know, sometimes that big farming, it is for some people and it isn't for others. It's not. I love the map, but I'm going to get off of it because I can't handle that.
Well,
that 134-acre field has killed me.
It's one thing to have
just harvested.
You know, like, I think for me, like, the 34-acre field was about plenty big enough for me. That's a ginormous field for me. But when you look over there in the one field by the cow pen, there's like, what, 136 acres? Or
right.
What's the one you're doing your contract on?
Field 5, that 134-acre one.
So, I mean, I have totally, like, let's see, realistically, about 100 to 150 acres myself. And it took me 19 hours just to get the fields ready. And that was only 3 of them. I still have, 2 or 3 other fields that were already planted, thank God, for me. Otherwise, I'd have been stuck in no man's land there for a while. No pun intended.
Alright, those 2 mixes did fill them, but they're not in the green either. But we should be alright for till our silage bales are ready.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
Because I am almost mowed. Take off a corner of that field so I don't have to stop. And I still had to stop.
Hate it when a plane doesn't come
Yeah, I know.
together.
Well, I tell you, in November on this map, it does start getting dusk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, heck, we're on. We started at what, 1?
1
so
o'clock.
We gotta be done at 4.
4. I mean, it's still, we don't need our lights on right now. It's still light enough, but a few more minutes, it's going to be dark enough to be lights on.
Right. Man, we still got a lot to do to get that baled up and wrapped.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Might not happen in this episode.
Right.
Because I'm almost mowed, so technically, once I get done mowing here, I literally probably only got about 15 more minutes of mowing. And once I'm mowed, if you start windrowing, I'll start baling.
All right.
And then we're doubled up. And then by the time you're done windrowing, I'll keep baling and you can grab the silage wrapper and we should be close.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on the straw. We can do that later tonight.
Yeah,
We got one bale in there for now.
Right, because technically, even if you don't have it, I'm just anxious to see where the manure spawns. Because if it spawns in the shed, how cool is that? That will definitely go on one of my Let's Plays, that's for sure. I like that cow pen a lot. And it fits this map.
Get your little skid loader in here.
Yep, which is what I love. I love that little Massey. And that's the other thing I haven't done. I've never, ever, ever, ever done a Massey farm.
Oh, yeah.
So, and that skid, like an old Massey one, not like a modern one, because I'm starting to get, like I told you earlier, I have two on my Oaks map, well, the one is 435 horsepower, the other one is 517. That's over 1,000 horsepower for tractors. And we only have 400 here, 460 between the two of them.
Right.
So, that's like 6 times the amount of horsepower, but you also have 6 times the map. Well, you probably have 20 times the map. But I did it wrong. And rather than start over, you just gotta kind of fix it. Right. I should have been utilizing. I should have had a fleet of tractors, a fleet of harvesters, a fleet of everything, and just set them off on their course play and offset them and just let them go with 2 or 3 harvesters at a time, 2 or 3 plows,
Right.
Nope. Here's Fury trying to do realistic on a 4X map with over 200 acres to do. It's ridiculous.
Well, when you're used to doing small maps, because, how long's it been since we've done a big map?
100%. But it only took me, 8 episodes, and I put out 4 last week and 4 this week. That took me only 2 weeks to realize I don't like them.
Right.
Which is good. At least if you find out that you don't like them before you get too far into it.
Right.
Because I think what was getting me frustrated was you're trying to push through it because you don't want to jump maps, but you're doing something you don't like. Right. And what's Gutterball's rule? If you're doing something you don't like, it'll never last. I mowed this field pretty darn quick.
Yeah, you did.
I do like the 3X better than the 5X speed. It does feel like you can...
I don't have access to this field.
Is it letting you windrow now?
Now it is, yeah.
Oh, at the corner it might have, because where I put that fence, it might have went into the other field.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know how the boundaries work on this map. So you never notice that, like, some maps you can... Some maps... I gotta back up a little bit, give you the space. Some maps let you buy, like, the roads and stuff, and other maps don't.
Right. Right.
Look at that. We got a nice little pair of tractors that match.
We're twins.
Yeah, you complete me. There. This field's mowed. We did good. I'm going to run over, and I'm going to grab the baler, and for the next hour and a half in-game, I'm going to bale my little heart's content.
We'll get her done.
That's it. It's going to be close.
We always do.
It's going to be real close. In fact, I'm going to leave the mower right here. I'm not even going to try to put it away right now. I'll bet you I have to.
Your little brother will get it done.
Yeah, I know. The only thing I don't like about these mowers is you can't drop them with them folded.
I know.
Of course. I had it right to begin with.
Oh, I don't mean to laugh, but
it's true.
It reminds me of me with it. Did I undo them wires or no?
Yeah. And how many times have I drove on a 4X map on the other one before I realized I don't like manual attach on this.
Right.
We also have plans, guys, that now that we're going to put a shed over there once we start making some more money, this shed's going to be gone, and we are going to put more chickies in. We're going to have a total of 2,400 chickens on this map, which is a lot.
We're going to get rid of the shed and get rid of the one chicken barn and put 2 more of the 800s in. So, we're going to be busy with the animals.
Which is what we wanted.
Right. As long as they pay for themselves.
Okay, so you're a truck driver, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a truck called an auto car?
Yep, I drove one about 20 years ago.
What year are they? Are they like 90s or what?
When did I start over there? Yeah, I would say, I'd say probably 80s, because when I drove it, it was even an old one.
Okay. Oh, that first corner there.
Tell you what, they are some. Yeah, this whole section here I can't do.
Well, worst case scenario, then we'll.
Tell you what, they are some pulling trucks. That's like the best truck I have ever had.
Oh, really? I saw it on the mod hub today, or for ATS, the mod hub, when you can. Okay, yeah, we gotta go. Wait. What size bale are we going? 150, right? So we can wrap them, right?
Right. I think that's what we need for ours. Better double check.
Oh, we're fine.
Wrong button.
5,500. Now the hay and stuff we can go more, right? The silage is 5,500, and the straw in the hay is 6,500.
Yeah.
I also have been using lately, practicing with it, the Viacon fast baler. It's really nice to go like 10 or 11 miles an hour and not have to stop with a round baler.
That's the part I don't like, is having to stop.
Well, I just don't like, the only reason I don't like the square baler is because when you get the auto stacker, the metal one, you can't reach it. It stacks like these huge, ginormous piles, and you can't reach it with anything but a telehandler. Ginormous. These huge, giant piles that you can't. You have to have a telehandler.
Right.
Now, there's nothing probably wrong with auto load if you do it where you pick it up and take it to the thing. Like we were doing.
Yeah, but that ain't realistic. Depends on what kind of series you're having, you know?
Right. A realistic series, you would pick up the bales and take them to the wagon and stack them.
Although nowadays they got them bale pickers, uppers, whatever you want to call them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They
take them in and they stack them themselves.
Yeah. I saw that actually on the mod hub. There was actually somebody made one like that.
Yeah.
And I watched about a 2.5 hour video on it. They stack them like from the floor to the ceiling in the barns. They look like semi-trucks.
Yeah. This thing's killing me. I can't drive today.
You want to switch?
No, I'm in a hurry is my problem.
Yeah, me too. I'm always in a hurry.
So it's killing me. Get it.
I cannot get over how nice these tractors are.
I love them. I do.
You know, to go for as cheap as they are, to go to 230 horsepower, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And that's why I like these older ones, like especially if I'm doing kind of realistic and starting out fresh, because then I don't have to spend a lot of money to get decent equipment.
Right. Like the Fiat 180, 190, you get 180 horsepower for $20,000.
Right.
Now, the one thing we're not sure of, and you guys can answer this in the comments if you'd like, will this painted on grass, will this grow back on its own? Or will we going to have to plow this up? Because that was one thing we didn't know.
Yeah, I ain't never done it like this. So.
Usually I just plow in a field.
Right, right.
But we were kind of in a hurry.
A little bit.
Well, that didn't work. This section over here won't let us do anything.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird?
So we'll just have to paint like a staging area or something, like dirt in there or something.
Right. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we always do. I don't even know how many bales I've done. Quite a few, actually.
Actually, we don't have bale counter in on this, do we?
I took it out on the other one because it was conflicting with a couple of mods. See, what I do, everybody, and I don't know if you guys all do the same thing, but I put in mods 1 or 2 at a time, so that if I come on and it starts screwing the game up, I know immediately which mod it is. I don't have to guess.
Right. Right.
Now, the other thing you could do quickly, if you were in a hurry, is bring the auto-load baler over, get them off the field, put them in the shed, and then wrap them one by one with your front loader. Pick them up, wrap them, because that, the thing you could have hooked to one tractor, and you could wrap them right there. As it's wrapped, you pick it up and stack it.
I did find out, though, that you have to actually auto unload them off the trailer before you can pick them up. Well, with the that bag handler.
Right,
I don't know about with that fork.
Otherwise, it'll grab them all at the same time.
It grabs trailer, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, woo.
So that, I mean, if you guys are ever in a pinch, you can do that. You take your grass bales, get them off the field, pick them up with your autoloader thingy there, and then put them in your barn. Then you hook up your bale wrapper to a tractor, and you bring your front loader, and you bring your bale over, and it'll wrap it, dump it. As soon as it's done wrapping, you pick the silage one up and stack it.
Right.
You're doing 2 jobs at once, and technically, that's the stuff that you could be doing in the wintertime when there's nothing else to do.
Right.
Which is something I've got to learn. I get spoiled, though, when you use, like, the bale wrappers that have the wrapper already on the back.
Oh, I know. I love them.
But there's only a few of them that work, right?
Yeah, I've noticed I've been running into a problem, like, the taller the grass is, the less it doesn't work real well. They go really, really slow.
Right.
Found another tree I'm gonna keep hitting. Me and these trees on this map, I don't know what it is.
Well, it wouldn't help that you're driving into the next neighbor's field.
I had to. Somebody put a bale in my way.
Yep. Nothing better to do.
We don't care. Just get it done.
It's
get it done.
Get it done. I think I might do that. Just there's a lot of bales here because we could actually bring them in that big spot that you put up there. We could actually wrap bales right in there if we wanted.
Right.
But what I was saying, but I think there's a few balers, like those bale wrapper combination ones. They just don't work right because they don't have a wide enough pickup on them. That's why, like, what I like, my favorite baler is the one that has the windrower on the front. the square quadro pack or whatever.
Yeah.
So all you really have to do is then at that point is just mow your grass and then go pick it up.
Right.
And it bales it into the grass. Come on. Well, I missed half the row. So, actually, the best way to do it is to, if you want to make silage, most efficient way is with a bunker. Is you pick it up with a loading wagon, throw it in a bunker, squish it down for a few minutes, and then put a cover over it, you're done. Come back when it's ready to go.
It seems like them bunkers take longer.
They do.
I'm not saying they do. It just seems like they take longer.
It feels
That's
like
why
that,
I
doesn't
never
it?
use them.
Yeah. It does feel like that, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we found out that you can definitely windrow faster than I can bale. See, this way we're not switching back and forth between, let's split a field in half. Now that field over there gets 100% done in hay, which is a lot easier than trying to do it right.
Well, when you got one grass field to start out
Yep.
with.
We did it right. We did our loan right way too.
Do.
We did our loan the right way. We didn't just take it out for the sake of buying massive equipment. We saved our money.
I do feel much better about adding that 230 cows.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think we're going to make it manure-wise.
Not with 45 cows. And the other one, everybody, just so you know, if you play this map, the 200 cow pen there does not give you manure or slurry.
Right.
Oh, I'm so used to not having to stop.
Oh, yeah, which reminds me, we got to sell that land. There's no sense of keeping that now.
Not the land. You can. Did you sell the pen?
I did on mine to try it out.
I did.
But
I did.
We own the land too, so we can sell that.
Yep. Do. All right.
Well, it's been a while since we've worked on the same field together.
Okay. What field is that owns it? There. We just made it's all done. We made $50,000 back.
Sweet. Here's a loan payment.
Yep. Remember that series?
Yeah.
That was so hard to keep track of the loan payment. Like, what did we pay?
Yes.
What did we not pay? Which is great in theory, but it's definitely not something that it's some of the challenges you and I have come up with. And a lot of times I handcuff myself, too, with putting too many darn rules on myself. And I'm learning the hard way that you can't do that.
Yeah, but like we always say, you're not going to know if you don't try.
Right.
I know one thing, I'm never going to go, what was it, $10 million in debt?
I think the only way that I would ever do that is back on that logging map, and I could have that paid off in one day. In fact,
Right.
I taught Big A how to do it, and he made like $14 million in one game day. But you can't do it you can't do it by just farming. It just doesn't work. It takes too long.
Right.
And when you get it in negative numbers up there, you literally can't buy anything.
And we couldn't even get water. Free water.
Wouldn't even let us get water, which is absolutely crazy. If you think about free water. In fact, we deleted a mod just because it was free. We thought, that's supposed to give us free water, but it was the fact that you're in negative numbers.
Uh-huh. That really handcuffed us.
Yeah, it
really
did.
handcuffed us.
But it is a good challenge to do if you are on a logging map. I have many, many ways, and I haven't even gotten in a full way of teaching you guys how to do that yet. I think if I was to ever teach you guys how to do it, it would be a one-off video where it wouldn't be a series. It'd be just a video of teaching you guys how to actually do it, because the one thing Big A never did is he never utilized the fertilizer trick that you and I know. or the pig food trick.
Oh, okay.
You know, where you're taking your slurry and manure from your animals and you're making it into fertilizer, which fertilizer sells for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
And then you take it, and if you're making pig food out of a, what do you call it there? A silo that Gutterball likes to use, the pig feed makers. And you make excess amount of pig food from your crops, then that's one more way to do it. And technically, you can grow everything from the in-game, or not in-game, from the gardens, the open-air gardens.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It takes corn, potatoes, and what else?
It depends. There's different recipes.
Right.
There's like 3 different recipes, but mine was, wheat, soybeans, corn, and sugar beets.
You know, we're getting quite a yield off painted grass.
No. I see that.
It's crazy. Going right along. We are going right along. If we get this field done and baled, we won't get it wrapped because we only got a half hour left. Nope. But if it's mowed and baled, that's pretty good for a game day. To be honest with you. We probably will finish it up. The next time we'll come and probably do it off camera to finish it up real quick before we actually start.
Yeah, because we got to get these wrapped before we go next month.
Right.
That's a for sure.
Well, I think we would have actually really got it done if we would have had a little bit bigger of a mower.
Right.
I think if we had a 6 meter mower, we probably would have had it done. Because that's...
Use what you got.
That's it. What'd you do, combine those two?
We have to live with it because we're $400,000 in debt. So
yep.
We have to live with it.
For now. Eventually. Because remember, too, with 50 more cows, we're going to be able to start selling milk here soon.
Right.
Yeah, and the worst thing is I baled that whole field on the Oaks map at 5.5 miles an hour. I was like, oh my God. Like, this seems like I'm a speed racer going 11.
Right.
I feel like I'm like flying up and down the field, which I am. But what's funny is if you get in your car and you let off the gas to go to 10 miles an hour, it doesn't seem that fast, does it?
No. Nope. I catch myself like out on the road when traffic jam or something like that when we're moving 4 or 5 mile an hour. It's like, oh, come on. This ain't farm sim. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. The other thing I would have done differently if I was doing this realistically, every bale that I would have made, I would have taken it up to the edge of the field and dropped it off there. That way when you're wrapping them in one spot.
Right.
It takes longer to do it, but, you know, I don't even know if that's the most efficient way either, to be honest with you. It's probably more efficient just to leave it.
Is our wrapper still in the other grass field?
No. Where did I put it? I put it back by the...
I see it.
Yep. These bales...
I love the sound of these tires when you drive.
Oh, yeah.
The hum.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, I love that.
Only got 3 more windrows to do here, and we will at least be mowed and baled within an hour. That's pretty good.
Right. Yeah, because that's a, ginormous field to us.
Well, look at the bales. I mean, probably got, I don't know. I'll tell you how many we got so far.
tell Kimmy that you're getting me to say ginormous.
Look at all these reds. If you bring up our finance screens, it's like August. We made money in August. We lost money in September. We made money in October, and we lost $420,000 in November. That's crazy.
Bad month.
So we were 24th. Up until then, we were 24 and 13, which is 36 minus 24. So we were minus
12.
Yeah, we were plus 12,000. And going into November, now we're minus 420,000. That's crazy.
Oh, when we go in the other direction, we go big.
I was going to check the bales. That's what I was going to do. Can you not do that in multiplayer? I don't think you can.
I don't think you can do it in multiplayer.
Okay, so the one pen's got 65 slurry, 20,000 slurry, and almost 1,000. Boy, those 50 cows make a big difference.
Yeah, they do.
That sucks. I'm guessing at least 40 bales, it feels like anyways.
Well, there's a few out here.
Mm-hmm. Really doesn't take long to bale, though. We're actually making really decent time. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because I've mowed and almost baled this entire field up in 1 hour. I will have it baled up in an hour. Well, you're actually flying too, baling on that. Now what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll grab the loader.
Right.
Or wait, do we even have one? I don't think we have a loader, do we?
No.
We have the auto stacker.
Wait, yeah, we do. I bought that one.
No, what I meant
what,
is...
you talking to pick them up with?
Yeah, I mean, only thing we have is the flatbed, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine. We can utilize auto load, or we can pick them up and with the front loader and put them on the auto load like we were doing.
Right. That way we can try that new handler that we bought.
I don't even know where that's at.
Up at the shop.
It's I don't know if it's gonna.
There.
We'll have to. Yeah, I got 1.5 windrows here, and then we'll be bailed up.
I think it is.
I did notice that even on hills, these round bales actually do seat down in the ground pretty good.
Yeah, they do.
Nice.
Come on, spit it out. Spit it out. There you go.
It's wrapping them actually very quickly.
Yeah, it is.
It used to be the worst job to do in 17 and 19 because the bale wrapper took forever. They fixed that because you are absolutely flying. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wrapped now already. Almost a full.
And what I hated in 17 was them balers with the wrapper on them.
Mm-hmm.
They were never in sequence. You still ended up having to stop.
Yep. Now I'm going to stack these silage bales when we put them onto the trailer right here by our cows because they can sit outside.
Right.
Until we get our shed, which will be a while, but you know, you don't realize, guys and gals, until you get going playing a series, how quick an hour goes.
Yeah.
Because normally if I'm playing by myself or Gutterball's playing by himself, it's like, who cares? I'll get it done when I get it done.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still impressed because we got the field completely mowed, we got our new animals fed, and we got it completely baled.
Right.
Which in itself is quite a task. Especially since how many bales you got. And like I said, worst case scenario, they can sit right there until we're ready for them.
Exactly. Heck, we still got them sitting in the other
grass
field.
100%. All right. Go back over, switch tractors. Oh, this little, those 200, or those 50 cows have made 1,000 slurry already.
Good. Yeah, before we sign off, too, for the night, we'll have to go over and see for sure where the manure's coming out at.
Yeah.
Man, I hope it's inside the barn. Oh, that'll be so awesome.
Yep. Absolutely it will be. Alright, got about 4 minutes left here. I'm just going to use the Big Bang handler today to pick up some bales.
Hey, not bad. Pretty close to having half of it wrapped. That's pretty good.
I mean, technically, I could
Another good day of work, brother.
I know. I mean, technically, I could just drive alongside of it and auto-load it.
Right.
But you'll watch. I get a pretty good rhythm going when I'm loading bales.
I was gonna say you were pretty quick the last time you did this. Oh, it was hay, yeah. Or no, it was the straw. You were pushing me on, trying to stay ahead of you with the baler.
Yep, last bale, and then wherever you're at.
Alrighty.
Is this going to be still auto load with it not hooked to a trailer? Yes. That answered that question. All right, are you in a good spot to wrap it up here?
Yep, coming to you.
Watch this. You're going to laugh at this. Ready? Watch the trailer. Watch the trailer. So, that's what we're going to do to simulate realism on this map. All right, everybody. We made it to the end of episode 8, right? No, it can't be. It's got to be 9. The reason I say that is because we're on implements of 2. We're on each month or each weekend we get through 2 episodes. So, it's got to be episode 9.
Okay.
It can't be 10. But anyways, or it's either episode 6 or 8 or 10. That's all I'm saying. But we made it to the end of the episode, everybody. We got our cow pen bought and filled and fed. We got our, oh my gosh, you almost got all the bales wrapped already. Yep. So we got the field mowed, we got the field baled, and we got the field almost wrapped and ready to go. In fact, I'm stacking now, as you can see. All right, everybody, so please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury and Gutterball drop a video. And be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And I love you all, and I will catch you all on the flip side. So go ahead, Gutterball, you finish, and we will wrap this thing up.
All right, thank you, everybody, for spending your time with us. I hope you enjoyed it and had fun like we did. And if you can, please hit that membership button and become a personal member of our channel. It's 99 cents a month. I'd appreciate it if you could do it. And if not, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Take care of yourselves, take care of your family, and please help out anyone that needs some help. We'll see you guys on the next one then. Where did you go? You're on my head.
All right, guys. We'll catch you on the flip side next weekend. All right. Have a great one.